So Apple has released a feature called Apple Pay Later, which they jumped on the trend to buy now and pay later. And in this video, I'm going to show you how you can use it. So you should also know that I informed you like a lot earlier on my Instagram. So in case you want to stay up to date, make sure to follow me there. You're going to be able to like see the information before it releases. So I just informed you about it in January. Anyways, the way it works is of course that you go ahead and use the Apple Pay normally. You know, like you pay and check out with Apple Pay and you double press the side button to like activate it, and you don't pay like instantly the entire amount, but as you can see, you are going to be able to pay the amount throughout the time. So it's basically a financing option, and the way it works is that you at first pay 25% of the entire value of the purchase. So that means that you cannot pay more or less. You just have to pay 25% upfront, and then the rest, the 75%, you're gonna pay throughout the time. So this was the number one criticism of this Apple Pay Later feature, because you pretty much don't finance the entire thing. You can only finance 75% of the purchased value. So this is kind of like not really the best, but this is how it works. Okay, and the remaining 75% has to be paid off within the 6 weeks, the next 6 weeks after the purchase. So after this, you can see that with Apple Pay, you're going to be able to pay in full or pay later. And when you choose pay later, due today, it's the first quarter. So first 25% of the total cost. This is an example of $125. And it's going to split it into 4 parts, which are going to be the same, of course. And the first one is going to be paid today, then in 2 weeks, 4 and 6 weeks. Of course, you don't have any interest, and this is how this stuff works. So another thing is that, as you can see, you do not decide how you pay. You do not decide when you're going to pay off the rest. This is just how it works. You have these 2 options, so pay in full or pay later with these conditions, and you either accept it or not. It's not negotiable, or you cannot really like change the terms according to the way you want. This is the only option, and you have to accept it. And of course, the value of the purchase, which can be used to pay later, is not unlimited. You should also know that you can only finance with Apple Pay Later up to $1,000 worth of purchase. So that means that you're not going to be able to finance anything above it, and also anything below $50. So $50 to $1,000 is the limit, or like the range which you can finance with Apple Pay Later. Another thing, of course, the basic stuff you should know is that you also need to be at least 18 years of age. You need to live in the United States, where this feature is only available. So of course, if you live elsewhere, for example in Europe or somewhere else, you're not going to be able to use it just yet. Apple tends to roll out some of their features gradually to the rest of the world, but as of right now, you can only use Apple Pay Later within the United States. And of course, you're going to have to go through all the process of verification and like setting up Apple Pay the regular way. But once you are done with setting it up, you're going to be able to see the option to like pay later and not pay in full. Also, then you're going to be able to see in your calendar, because naturally you are able to schedule or pay later multiple different things. So you can see that when are your upcoming payments. So for example, you can see $21 here. So you're going to be able to see like a calendar in here, and how much money you have remaining in payments, and how much you paid so far. So you can see here as like a green check mark. So on Friday the 1st, you made a payment successfully, and you have to like pay the rest of the amount on those dates. So you can see here, you can also browse the stuff that you actually purchased. So you purchase something in the Apple Store or Nike or whatever you do. So this is how it works, and hopefully I clarified some options for you. So that would be about it. Hope the video helped you out. For more content, make sure to definitely subscribe to Foxtecc for more tutorials like this, and also check out the next video right here. Thanks a lot for watching. See you guys later.